Roman Bridger, director.
We just got the wildest Scream 7 casting update yet. Scott Foley, who plays Roman Bridger in Scream 3, is officially in the cast for Scream 7. What is going on with this movie? Let's get into it.
We'll be right back.
I'm Pamela, welcome back to the channel. Just moments ago before filming this video, we got the craziest Scream 7 news. Scott Foley, aka Roman Bridger, is officially back for Scream 7. I literally don't even know what to make of this. Obviously, Roman died in Scream 3. He was shot in the head by DEWEY. So he is dead. And my mind is just racing with ideas of how they could bring him back. If you told me this when I first woke up this morning that today we were going to get the announcement for Scott Foley, I would literally laugh in your face and not believe you. I cannot even explain to you how my mind is racing right now with crazy thoughts. I'm sure all of you can actually relate. First of all, I don't know why they would reveal this to us. Imagine sitting in that movie theater and have Roman Bridger pop up on screen. Whether it's a flashback or a hallucination from Sydney, just having Scott Foley pop up on screen, having that be a total surprise, I would lose my shit in the movie theater. So I'm a little bummed that they revealed this to us, but then again, it does have me very intrigued, very excited for this movie, but Scream 7 has kept everything under wraps and very tight-lipped, where every new announcement that they make, it only creates more questions rather than giving us answers. Now, like I said, he was shot in the head, so I don't think Roman is alive. That would be insane. Especially if he was coming back alive, I don't think that they would reveal it to us that he was joining the cast. If he was making a big comeback being alive, the way I think Stu will, I don't think that they would tell us. So the fact that they told us that he's joining the cast, I think that means that it's definitely a flashback or a hallucination of some kind. So my number one theory for this now is that it's going to be a flashback and maybe they'll reveal something new. Maybe they will reveal that Scream 3 actually had a second killer. Because, there is this popular theory out there that Roman didn't work alone. That was the case in the original script before they chose to change it. Roman had a partner. It was going to be Angelina Tyler, but they decided to change that. Some people think that maybe his partner was Stu. You guys know, I'm a Stu believer. I think Stu's coming back alive in Scream 7. So if that's the case, maybe they will show us a flashback to Scream 3 that Stu was really there all along with him, working with Roman. Maybe we will get a flashback to the very beginning with Maureen Prescott. Maybe when Roman goes to find her and she basically slams the door in his face, because this is a Sydney-focused movie. I'm sure they're going to kind of talk about Maureen, her mother. It's going to be the 30-year anniversary of Maureen's death. So I think in this movie, Sydney's going to kind of be dealing with that, reminiscing about her mom and how this basically started everything. So maybe we'll get a flashback to Roman finding Maureen. Or maybe we'll get a flashback to when Roman tracks down Billy and approaches him with this plan to kill Maureen and tells him about the fact that his dad is cheating with Sydney's mom. And if that's the case, maybe we can see Skeet Ulrich again, because we know Skeet was in Scream 5 and 6 as a hallucination to Sam. I've been kind of bummed that we're probably not going to see Billy Loomis again because Sam's not in the story, so she won't be there to hallucinate Billy. But now that we know Scott Foley is back, maybe we'll get a flashback to him talking to Billy for the first time, and that way we can see Billy again. Or maybe rather than a flashback, Sydney will sort of hallucinate Roman, the same way we saw Sam hallucinate Billy. This also wouldn't be the first time that Sydney sort of sees things. In Scream 3, she has sort of a dream or vision of Maureen Prescott, her mother. And like I said, Sam hallucinates Billy, so maybe Sydney can hallucinate Roman. And that's how we're going to see Scott Foley again. Now, this is interesting because we know that Kevin Williamson does not like Scream 3. He has been very vocal about how he is not a huge fan of Scream 3, and there have been rumors floating around that he wants 0 references to Scream 3. clearly that rumor is not true because we're getting Scott Foley back. But this is insane. I'm like losing my mind right now. Another thought I had is maybe he could be playing an entirely different character. I don't think that's the case. I kind of doubt that just because Scream has never really done anything like that before. There's never been a Scream actor who has gone on to play a different character. So that would definitely be a first for the franchise if that's the case. A part of me also thinks that would piss off a lot of fans. I know Roman does have a lot of fans out there. So to see Scott Foley back as a different character and not Roman Bridger, I think that would piss off a lot of people. But now I was reading this article from Deadline where they announced Scott Foley's return, and they threw out the theory that maybe he has a long lost twin. That could be kind of interesting, but I don't know if a lot of people would like that because people are kind of tired of the whole relative thing. Sydney having, like a long lost brother, her cousin being the killer. People are kind of over the relative thing. And like Billy's parents, Richie's parents, they've done the relative thing quite often. So I can't really see Scott Foley playing Roman Bridger's twin, but you never know. It's always a possibility. I mean, I never thought that we would actually get Scott Foley back, so who knows what the hell is going to happen in this movie. This is literally insane. Now, there's of course people out there right now throwing out theories that maybe Roman survived. I think that's insane. He was shot in the head. The franchise emphasizes that a Ghostface killer can always come back unless they were shot in the head, which he was. But it is interesting because when Dewey is first shooting at him, like at his chest, he's obviously wearing a bulletproof vest, but when the bullets hit him, he does not, fall over onto the ground. The impact of that would still kind of knock you back. And Randy does say that the killer in the third movie of a trilogy is superhuman. So I don't know, maybe there's something to that. I personally don't think he's alive. I mean, Roman already faked his death once in Scream 3. There's no way he could fake it again. Now, of course, with the return of Scott Foley, this opens the door for Stu and Jill. This just opens the door to see another past Ghostface, whether it's alive or in a flashback. You guys know, I think Stu's coming back alive, but we could always see flashback scenes with a flashback with Billy and Stu, a flashback with Jill, a flashback with Richie Kirsch and Amber. I just think with Scott Foley, this definitely has to be a flashback, which I am looking forward to seeing. But like I said, I am kind of upset that they revealed this to us. This would have been a great surprise while watching Scream 7 in the theaters. This is honestly our craziest update yet, literally. Everything that Scream 7 has been through for the past year is absolutely insane. It started with Melissa Barrera getting fired, Jenna quit, Christopher Landon, their director, quit, and then we were kind of in limbo for a while. We got the exciting announcement that Neve Campbell and Kevin signed on. Then we didn't know if Courtney Cox was locked in. And then we got the craziest update at that point with Chad coming back, and then Mindy, and then we found out Patrick Dempsey's not coming back. But now with Scott Foley back, that is absolutely the craziest thing. We thought Chad coming back was crazy. Oh, no. Scott Foley coming back takes the cake. But yeah, just to recap, I think it's going to be a flashback to either reveal there was a second killer in Scream 3, or a flashback to him when he finds Maureen Prescott, or when he finds Billy Loomis. But please leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. I'm sure all of you guys are just surprised as I am and freaking out. I'm going to see if I can come up with even more theories for future videos, so definitely stay tuned for that. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on more crazy Scream 7 updates just like this one. And I will be right back.